said, save yourselves from this present evil generation. He went around telling people, this is an evil place. You know, ever so often, I think I say this maybe as frequently, but ever so often someone will say, you know, I'm just a little afraid to bring my neighbor or my son or my daughter because you might preach one of those sermons. That's the truth. Church, that is the truth. And there are people who think they can pick and choose the time when people they love ought to hear the gospel and what kind of gospel they ought to hear. They'll say, well, they're not mature enough for that, or they're not ready enough for that. They don't know what we know yet. Well, that's funny. God must have thought that it was okay to write the book that he wrote and call the preachers to preach it. Preachers are never supposed to stand up and apologize for God. I have no right to stand up here and say, this is really rough. He said it, and I got to say it. No, I have no apologies for anything God says. And I'm not trying to, let me finish, and I'm not trying to customize the gospel to fit sensitive people or people that may not be at a certain spiritual level yet. My job is to preach the whole counsel of God. But Pastor, you can be offensive. The most offensive person that ever walked this earth was Jesus Christ, the Son of God. He told people they were going to hell. He told people they were hypocrites and liars and that they stunk. He told them that God was displeased with them. And folks, I don't know how you could get more pointed than the Savior was when he walked this earth. And yet, he loved like nobody else could possibly love. And so, I'm not really sure why I just said these particular things. I guess it's because I'm about to say some things that would make people kind of shudder. Because Jesus instructed us preachers, to warn people to save themselves from this evil generation. You don't mix and mingle with it. You don't become what they are. You do not reduce your convictions because it might be offensive. I don't change my preaching from this pulpit to untold thousands of people listening from whatever political